Hey everybody, this is Mambo Sandy. It's late, but I really felt I need to make this video. Now this video was a lot of things wrapped into one, but I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. The first thing I want to bring up is these reviews again. Okay? I want to say this. If you're so bold as to write a review to try to knock somebody's business down, okay? Because maybe you didn't get what you want, maybe you didn't follow directions, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe you could be a competitor trying to cause somebody problems because you're mad that you're not getting clients. Or maybe you think this person is living high on the hog and you're not. But whatever the case may be, come to the forefront. Don't hide behind a computer. Say what happened. Bring it out in the open. What are you hiding on forums for? I mean, if you had the balls or the cojones to write about somebody that's absolutely false, or you have this big problem, A, why don't you try to work it out with your spiritual worker? B, there's a way to write things, and then there's a way when I see that people are really trying to destroy somebody. And this is just not spiritual reviews. This is also any kind of business reviews, because we live in a world now that everybody is money hungry. I gotta have more than you. I gotta do better than you. I'm better than you. Okay? See, I'm not gonna put up with that. I'm gonna tell you right now from the door, okay? If you have a problem with me, and you have a problem with anything I've done, contact me. I'll talk to you. I'll try to work it out with you. But don't go hiding. Okay? And you know, these and spiritual workers, once again, I'm going to say you need to Google yourself. You might wonder why your business may be slowing down, or little things are happening, or people act weird or whatever. Google yourself. You'll be surprised as to what you might find. Okay? Now, I was talking about competitors in the spiritual business. First of all, we're here to help people. That's first of all. Okay? You can't handle every single thing. Okay? Sometimes you need help. Sometimes a case just isn't for you, and you need to send it along this way to somebody that can help that person. That's what networking is called. That's what networking is for. Okay? Now, long ago, I used to be an exotic entertainer. Oh my God! Mambo Sandy! And guess what? I might do it again. Depends on how I feel. Once I get myself together. I have no shame in my game. I'm not. Not at all. Now, during the time that I did that, you're like, why did I bring that up? I'm going to tell you why. Spiritual workers, this is just for you. Okay? In case you don't know, and maybe you're a new spiritual worker, or maybe you're, wherever you are in your spiritual business. One, clients don't belong to you. Just like in the club, guys come, they might be like this girl today, they like somebody else tomorrow. It depends. Okay? Clients are just as fickle. You don't give them what they want. You don't answer your phone when they want you to. You don't answer all their millions of texts. You don't do what they want. You don't snap, crackle, and pop. They might be off to the next spiritual worker. Maybe you're too strict. Maybe they feel like, you should have the phone attached to your butt all the time. I don't know, but they hop back and forth all the time. Clients don't belong to you. Okay? The whole point of us doing spiritual work is to help people. That's the whole point. Now, am I saying for us to work for free? No, because why? We live in a world now that, last time I checked, you can't go to the grocery store and get groceries for free by smiling. Okay? So, but we are here to help people. And another thing I see that really needs to stop, and I see this a lot, and I don't say anything, but you know what? I am today. Stop trying to make yourself look better than the next person all the time. I see you. Somebody makes a comment. You have to say something to make yourself look wiser, that you know more. And really what you're doing is you're making yourself look stupid. You really are. And I'm just being blunt. Because everybody is tiptoeing around certain issues, and I'm not going to do that. No, I'm bringing it out how it really is and what needs to be said. Okay? Stop doing that. That's tacky. Why are you doing that? Okay? Stop when one spiritual worker writes something, well, this is how I do it. Okay, so that's how you do it. That's how you serve your spirit. That's how it works for you. Okay? How the spirit works for someone else is how it works for someone else. Now, there's some things, as my godfather says, are reglement or rules that just don't change for certain things. But guess what, people? The misterios are just that. The misterios. Mysteries. So nobody will ever really figure them out. Some of them are older than time. Some of them, as they used to say, are older than black pepper. So unless you're as old as black pepper and you've been around as long as these spirits have, you can't go and say what's wrong. Different houses have different traditions. And if it was working for them and they're having success, then that's what it is. But stop trying to make yourself look better than the next spiritual worker when they make a comment or they write an article. Instead of you coming and complimenting the article, I see you come and you try to tear apart the article, but in a nice, nasty way. I see it all the time. Okay. Moving on. Today, this evening is it. Yes, it is. My black conscious community. What's going on? Why is it that I hardly ever see any females, any women, ladies, sisters speaking at these forums? Have these forums become entertainment when we're supposed to be talking about Latino and African American issues? What's going on with that? It seems like people are debating, but they're not really debating. It seems like what they're doing is, look at me. Oh my God, look at me, look at me. That's what that is. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm going to call you out on it. I'm not going to mention no names because then it might get heated. And you know what? I'm not going to even go that route. But you know who you are. Are you trying to give a message? Are you trying to help your people and uplift your people? Or are you really trying to dig in your people's pockets and you're not really telling them anything? You're just talking in circles. Okay. Next issue. I told you I was going to be rolling this along. Spiritual work. Paying for spiritual work. I've heard things like, why is spiritual work so expensive? Oh my God, Mambo Sandy, that is so expensive. Why is it so high? I have a question. Do you say the same thing when you go to buy your weave hair? Because the last time I checked, I see these little ads that pop up. $100, $200 per bundle. And last I heard, I think you gotta have like 4 bundles of hair. Maybe 3. Let's see, 2 times 3 packs, that's $600. Do you wince your face up when you spend money for that? Do you wince your face up when you go buy these, some of you go and buy these, what is this, these waist trainers? Men, do you wince your face up when you go and buy these expensive shoes or something for your car and all that stuff? Well, that's mundane stuff. Can't really help you but so much. But your spirituality, you put a price on it. Meaning, when I say that, let me be clear. If a spiritual worker tells you that, you know, a bath costs this much, I've heard many of them say, you know, people say, oh my God, why is that so high? Why is that so expensive? Do you actually understand that when you take a spiritual bath or you get a spiritual service done, that you're changing something that was supposed to be, or stop something that was supposed to happen to your butt? But that spiritual worker works with their Loa, their Orisha, their Palos, their Mortos, whatever it may be, to change things for you. And you got the nerve to want to jump around, make excuses as to why you don't have the money. But if somebody was to say Kevin Hart was in town, y'all scrape up that money real quick. Y'all scrape up money for outfits, hair, shoes, nails, pedicure. The men, they gonna get their little outfits together. Right. So that's why spiritual workers get a little irritated sometimes when you complain about what they're doing for you. Why? Ask yourself that question. Can weave hair change your destiny? Can those new trainers you bought for $150 or $200, can they get you a new job? Can they bring your spouse back? I'm just asking. Maybe you know something I don't know. I'm not biting my tongue no more. I'm tired of it. It's no point. Can't please everybody, and everybody's not going to like me, and I'm not going to like them. It's just how it is. Just the world we live in. Now, next thing. I tell you. When you go to a spiritual event and there's bath available afterwards and it's free, it's in your best interest to take that bath. You know why? Because all the energy of that party is in that bath. Then some of y'all run around here wondering why you don't have no luck. You're all confused. You don't know what's going on or whatever. Maybe you wouldn't be if you would have did what you needed to do. Next thing. When you go to a spiritual event, a bimbe, whatever it may be, spiritual gathering, that's legit. Just because the Loa, the Orisha, the Morto, or whoever doesn't come directly to you does not mean that the spirit is not helping you. Stop being so me. Just being there alone in the spiritual event The spirits are working. They're there. Okay? Just because they may horse an individual doesn't mean that, oh my God, now the spirit is not going to help me. He's helping this person over here. Oh my God, poor me. Wah, wah, wah. Okay? The spirits are in the vicinity. Okay? And they know your problems and they know your issues. But guess what? Somebody may be having more of a problem than you. Your man or your wife leaving you, sorry, that's not an emergency. Someone about to lose their home, someone whose lights is out and they have a child that has asthma or whatever, that is an emergency. Someone who's dying or someone who just found out they have cancer and they're seeking advice for the Muertos or the Orisha or the Loa or the Mysterios because maybe they might get an answer. They might get a cure, maybe, or maybe they're just going to be comforted more into their transition of going back to the essence. It's not about you all the time. It's not about you. It's about everybody. And the next thing, just because you pay a spiritual worker does not mean, and I have said this before, but maybe it has not resonated, so I hope it resonates in your mind tonight. Just because you pay a spiritual worker does not mean that they are your slave, that they are at your beck and call. We as spiritual workers who really do our jobs have other clients than you that we have to take care of. Now, if you do what you're supposed to do and listen, don't overtalk, and do exactly to the letter what you're supposed to do, you will get the desired result that you need. Speaking about results, long time ago, when people used to come to spiritual workers, they did not come seeking miracles. They came seeking help. Now, you say, well, Mambo Sandy, what do you mean by this? I will tell you what I mean by this, okay? Because see, now we live in a world of instant everything. And in the wonderful words of Mambo Sonny, nothing is instant, not even coffee, because you have to wait for the water to boil in order to have your coffee. Even the Keurig, haha. Guess what? You got to put the thing in there. You got to press it down. You got to wait for the water to heat up, and then you will get your coffee. So, now, when you used to go to spiritual workers, you may not have received all the time 100% result. Meaning this, maybe you didn't have a job, and you went to the spiritual worker to help you to get a job. You may not got the job that you wanted or the salary that you wanted, but you got a job when you didn't have no job before. Now you got a job. Now the doors are open for you, and that energy is there for you to work on it so you can get another job. Because it seems like when you have one job, it's easy to get another job. Use your head, people. Or maybe in a case of love, your husband left. He doesn't want to talk to you. But the spiritual worker does something so that your husband's heart opens up a little bit more so he listens to you. Whereas before, when you tried to call him on the phone, he would hang up on your behind. Back in the day, people were happy to get results like that because they know before they came there, they behind was in a whole bunch of muck and mire. But see, nowadays, everything is instant. Me, me, me. You didn't give me and I didn't get, and so forth and so forth. Okay, let me put this out here right now. Okay, so y'all can understand where I'm coming from and the type of spiritual worker that I am. I don't put on any fronts for anybody. What you see is what you get. I will always give you proper instruction on what to do. It's up to you to follow it to the letter. I will not babysit you. I will not bottle feed you. I tell you what to do, and that's that. Now, if you want to do it, that's on you. If you don't want to do it, that's on you too. Okay? Because a lot of y'all feel like, I can just do what I want to do and I'm still going to get the result that I want because I know better than the spiritual worker. If that's the case, become a spiritual worker or do your own darn work. Understand me? Okay? Next, when you work with Mambo Sandy, okay, you won't email me 100 times. You're not going to text me 1,000 times. You're not going to call me 1,000,000 times. Why? Because there's other people in front of you. I'm not mean. I'm to the point. I'm like how spiritual workers used to be back in the day. See, all this new stuff, I don't roll with that. I don't go with that at all. Like I said. Oh, I have one more point. You know, I realize as of late, you have a lot of people that like to talk mess on Hoogans and Mambos. That they're slaves to the Loa and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something, okay? And I've said this before, and I mean this to everybody. The day that you really think in your insignificant mind that you can trick a spirit, or that you think that you can outsmart no more than a spirit, is the day you seal your fate. Once again, and I'm going to give this warning to you again, you are only here for a blink of an eye. Spirits have been here forever. So therefore, that means they know more than you. Stay humble. Stay upright. This is Mambo Sandy signing off. Have a great weekend. Enjoy and be safe. Bye.